Hi, Mark here from the Tangibound Podcast Network and host of the flagship show, the Tangibound Podcast. Did you know that we over at Tangibound are always looking for amazing podcasts to promote? And did you also know that we are also proud nerds and geeks of everything from movies, music, gaming, TV shows, and comic books to wrestling, MMA, soccer, and football? Whatever you can nerd or geek out about, we've got it. And if you're interested, we can help you find it. And if you're a show looking for a place to call home, we've got you covered. Side effects may include upset stomach, dizziness, tumors, shakes, and in some rare cases, death from excessive laughter. Though to be fair, it's only sometimes. Other side effects may include diarrhea, gallstones, heart palpitations, and strong desire for cookies on the dark side. Talk to your doctor and visit TangiboundNetwork.com and see if Tangibound Network is right for you.
This is a Danger Entertainment podcast. DangerEntertainment.net. Danger Entertainment Podcast Network.
Welcome to the podcast from Temperance Town, the sexiest podcast of world renowned. Tony grows a beard to hide his chin, swabs it with Earl so it glistens.
Salty, salty language, kings of the sexy frontier.
Download the pod, you won't get enough of these dapper chaps talking deadly fluff. In Hobo Gulch they run a homeless mission, clanging and banging with the pentagram of kittens.
Salty, salty language, kings of the sexy frontier.
They enjoy their whiskey and local craft beer. By Odin's unkempt pubis we give a cheer. Tony's a raccoon when he's booziest. Don't be a savage, be an enthusiast.
Salty, salty language, kings of the sexy frontier.
On the frozen tundra they call it a lock. Tony likes to masturbate in a sock. Brian pisses rocks cause it feels so great. I still don't know who the fuck is Tate.
Salty, salty language, kings of the sexy frontier.
The boys will let you know when there's a spurter. Due to male pattern baldness, they don't wear curlers. Stay salty, people, that's their closing line. And don't forget, have a beer, you'll be fine.
Salty, salty language, kings of the sexy frontier. Salty, salty language, kings of the sexy frontier. Salty
Hey enthusiasts, what's happening? This is Salty Language episode 321.
One more than 320th podcast on the network.
That math is flawless.
It is, right?
Yeah. One of the few times we've had flawless math on this podcast.
Flawless math.
Mm-hmm.
Non-stop number action.
Probably not. No. I don't think that. No, because we never did CalcuCast. That would have been non-stop numbers action.
That's true. I don't know if we were hired to do CalcuCast.
No, we weren't.
Yeah.
It was just, nobody could afford it because it's too erotic. You know, just too sensual. True. You know?
I mean, how many devices can you type boobs on?
Right, exactly. or on a graphing calculator, you can almost draw them.
Well, yeah,
you know,
there's that.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Our networks wouldn't let us post that anyway because, you know, just too sensual.
The sensuality it's really off the charts.
Yeah, that's one where
we'd have to calculate on CalcuCast.
You're right, we could. Yeah. We need to, oh shit, I forgot what I was going to say. Son of a bitch. Oh, well. Oh, I was going to say we'd have to get like Adam and Eve to be sponsors for that episode.
That would be hot, wouldn't it?
Yeah. So we could talk about, all the things. It'd be funny though, because at least with us, it could be like semi-relevant, because we talk about kind of anything. I always hated the shows that have, and it's not just the Adam and Eve ones, it's the ones with the beds and all the different ads that, you're just like, I mean, obviously, like, I love how Bill Burr does it when he's like, it's changed my life according to this copy,
Yeah, yes, exactly.
But, there's so many of those that it's like, like you hear the bed one, was it Casper or whatever, on like so many podcasts. It's like, I have a hard time believing they sent that many beds out to people, you know? But also, but it's more about the ones where it just doesn't make any sense,
Doesn't
like
fit the theme of the show.
Yeah. And I've heard various ones, Man Great or Adam and Eve on just ones that I'm like, this doesn't fit the audience. Like, why are you doing this?
Well, let's see. I know we could make Adam and Eve fit in.
Yeah.
We could definitely make Man Great fit in.
Oh, for sure. We talk about food all the time.
Yeah, we talk about food all the time. Dollar Shave Club, yeah.
Oh, definitely.
Shave our heads and stuff.
Sure.
Casper.
I mean, if they send us a bed, we'd talk about it. Well,
definitely.
One of us would, because it'd be kind of weird for us to share the bed.
No, that's not true.
All right. Will we have like joint custody of it, or we just sleep at one place?
Exactly.
Okay.
Joint custody. I like joint custody.
Yeah, half a week at my place, half a week at yours. That's cool. I get it.
Well, see, what we'd do is we'd renovate the little house back here.
Right.
And then we'd put the Casper mattress in and have a fuck hut.
Oh, okay. The snalty. God damn it.
Snalty.
I was going to say salty snuggle hut, but snalty apparently.
Where we, so we could test out the Casper mattress and, gift groupies with our seed.
Right. You're right.
Naturally.
Yeah, and every time somebody wants to come into town to visit us, they have to stay out there, of course.
Well, of course.
No free rides, so.
No free rides,
Yep.
So, allow me to give you a housewarming gift.
Zip. Terrible.
It's Dev, but no excuse.
Nope. Don't fight it. Just let it happen.
Exactly.
You know what you were in for when you wore that mustache in here.
Yeah. Now we're going to give it a 5-minute interview for our future Buggercast.
Yep. Oh man, it's Shagcast. You talk like you have sex with someone and you immediately talk like you immediately talk about it on the podcast.
Definitely.
Oh, that'd be horrible.
Oh, I'm surprised that isn't a thing.
It might be. I don't know.
Like the Shag and Cigarette Cast or something. That's interesting.
Boy, feelings could really get hurt on that.
Yeah, really. You're like, meh.
Yeah. Egos crushed, feelings hurt, crying done. Be a blast to listen to, though.
Yeah, probably.
But, yeah.
In some sort of weird, creepy, voyeuristic way.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's how we do most things.
Such as media.
Yeah. That's why I was like, that's pretty much what social media allows us to do anyway.
Yeah, this is true, isn't it?
Get our stock on.
This is true.
Mm-hmm.
Get our stock on.
Yeah.
We just have our never mind. I was going to go with some awful corn jokes.
Stalky language. It's just you and I talking about we've been creeping on people's timelines.
Oh, I thought we were going to do like quiet podcasts from bushes and shit outside of windows.
We can do that too. Yeah, why not? Field trips are cool.
It'd be a video vlog.
Yeah, exactly.
Stalky language.
Take that, Neil and Annalise.
Yeah. We're going to challenge your have-a-log with Stalky log or whatever.
Well, I mean, they
Stalk-a-log?
No,
I don't know.
It's Stalky language. Just go with that.
Stalky language. All right, fair enough.
Not stocky, but stalky, so that it's...
And see, we could have, not only can we have live on the scene stalking... But we could also have in-studio video sessions about the art of stalking.
Right, exactly.
Like tips and techniques.
Right, because there's nothing like incriminating yourself.
Not at all. Exactly.
Oh, we're right outside the bushes. Tony, get that camera straight.
Oh, sorry, man.
You got the fucking GoPro up on your head. Totally, wow, incognito, whatever, something like that.
Let me tell you, for the next month, Groupon's got this great deal on these Adidas shoes, and they are the quietest shoes I've ever stalked in. I highly recommend it.
It reminds me of, you watched Weeds, didn't you? Or some of it at least?
No, I have never watched Weeds.
Oh, okay. Damn it. Well, I'll tell you, this isn't really giving anything away. There's one guy in there who's like a drug dealer guy. Rolls up on, what's her name? The woman who stars in it, I can't think of her name. Anyway, he has her take him around to some places to do some business, and she has like a Prius. And while he's riding in it, he's like, this car's like quiet as fuck. So next thing you know, he gets his whole fleet Priuses so they can sneak up on motherfuckers.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah.
Wasn't that a thing with the Prius for a while? People were getting smoked at intersections and stuff
they
because
were
you just
quiet.
don't hear them.
Yeah. Yep. Whisper quiet.
How embarrassing. Can you imagine getting your hip out of alignment because you get hit by a fucking Prius?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure if a Prius hit me, it would get its hip out of alignment. I'd probably way more than a Prius. So,
Yeah.
I'll take them on.
We should do this.
Yeah.
Stu versus Prius.
All right, I'll tell you what, if we get enough Patreon subscribers,
Nice.
keep in mind this number is going to be really high because we have to find a Prius. I'm sure we can rent one.
Or steal one.
Yeah. Get rent and get the insurance on it.
Be the first episode of Stalky Cast. We're trying to figure out what Prius to take by stalking people.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Right?
Like, this one's not really good because they have a floodlight and it looks like it has coverage.
Stalky Cast. Or Stalky Language. I keep saying Stalky Cast.
Either way, I mean, they both work.
Like a Stalky Cast is like, you shatter your leg and then you just get a bunch of corn stalks.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah,
like this.
and wrap them around yourself and then light them on fire because you're dumb. Clearly.
Yeah, I like that. We'd be taking enthusiasts to a whole new level.
Damn straight.
Oh my. Yeah, after we stalked someone for a while, we tried to get an interview with them.
Like, who are you guys?
Yeah.
Well, we've actually been living in your bushes for the past 3 months,
You're
documenting your every move.
Can we come in? We're from an internet show. Be like, oh yeah, sure, come on in. And you're like, you're sitting down with them and you're talking. They get you, a nice cup of Earl Grey or something. And, while they're doing that, you have like an iPad or whatever in your hand. And you're like, we'd like to show you some footage. And it's just us creeping them for like a month.
Like, I'm going to go use the restroom. Like, it's down the hall. I know.
Yeah.
Third door on the right.
I know. I think I left my ring in there.
I'm intimately familiar with the layout of his house.
Yeah. Also, don't use the guest towels.
Yeah.
That reminds me. I think I have a tweet about that. Like, that, if there's no toilet paper, to use the guest towels or something like that. Or the decorative
the
towels.
ones. Mm-hmm. For sure. The ones that have the seashells stitched into them.
Right. And you always use the back. That way you can put them back,
Well, yeah, definitely. Yeah. Stick them to the wall.
Oh, that's horrible. Yeah. So, we should make this a thing. This, I think, should be fast-tracked.
Fast-tracked?
Right to the front.
It's Blue Sky this or whatever?
Yep.
Other corporate terms?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yep. We'll shift paradigms.
See how quickly we get arrested.
Very. And the worst part is, they'll listen back to this episode and then there'll be some sort of premeditation or something added to it. And
definitely.
Then it'll be Jailcast.
Next thing you know, we're getting gifted by seed.
Yep. That'll happen. Passed around like a
it
pack
all
of
comes
smokes.
around to the salty language fuck out.
It does, you're right.
Full circle.
Yep. Jerk. So,
wait.
What?
Salty language cluck hut. It's our fried chicken restaurant. I can't even talk. I'm just drinking water too. I feel all fucked up.
That's pretty awesome.
It's been a day, Brian. It's been hot out. I drank so much water today.
Oh yeah, I bet.
It's the old gallon plus day today.
Oh jeez. Were you carrying a gallon around?
Well, not with me.
Okay.
I mean, unless you count what was soaked into my shirt and pants.
I didn't know if you were one of them swole bros, carrying.
No, just my big ass water jug for work.
Yeah. That's fair.
No, I don't do the milk jug full of, tap water that sits in the sun all day and gets full of nice polymer cancers or whatever.
Delicious. They're delicious, Tony. By the way, we learned a long time ago that the thing to drink is orange juice.
Oh, yeah.
Remember with Jay?
Yeah, shredded.
Well, remember when his appendix burst?
Yep.
Like, and we had just kept attributing him living through it to all
that
orange
vitamin
juice.
C.
Yep. Because, we were doctors at the time.
Granted, his pancreas might have been slowly dying.
Yeah, whatever.
Whatever.
Yeah, you don't need that.
It is what it is.
Yeah. You don't need
I get the whole, like, I gotta drink water, but carrying around a milk jug full of water never...
Yeah.
I never understood that.
The part to me that was the weirdest part is, the mild germaphobe in me, like you were saying, is first of all, you're getting various polymers probably baked into your water. But the other side of it is like, how much backwash is in that thing?
Right.
By the time you get halfway through it, it's probably like all backwash.
Well, at least it's his backwash.
Well, maybe. I mean, you never know.
There's so much HGH in that backwash. He's got to get it all back down.
That's a good point. I didn't think about that. Yeah, you're
goddamn
right. That shit's expensive. So
shit's expensive.
Yeah. All right. Fair enough.
And there's this little skinny, angry kid. I just want to clothesline at the gym.
Okay.
Because he's like, you could tell you could just tell he's just an angry kid.
Right. Are we talking like little kid or teenager, or what are we talking here?
Well, he's probably late teens, early 20s. Okay. He looks young as fuck, but he's there exercising when he should be in school. So I'm assuming he's out of school.
Okay, that's weird. All right.
I could be wrong.
All right. Jeez, quit running.
But it's just, you could just slamming weights down, and it's just like, what are you doing, dude?
That's how you're supposed to do weights, though, isn't it? Get really angry and just throw them around. That's proper technique. I'm sure you won't hurt yourself doing that.
It's just annoying.
Yeah.
Just like, and a clang. It's like, you're not even lifting that much, bro.
Right. It'd be different if he was doing, what is it? The ones where they have like a shit ton of weight and they basically, all they do is like raise it above their knees and then they just let go.
Like a deadlift or something.
Exactly. If you're doing shit like that, sure, throw the weights around all you need to. Or, if you're on a bench and you're gonna, kill yourself because you're gonna crush your throat, by all means, throw the weight
for sure,
around.
drop it right on your forehead.
Yeah. Or that. Oh, God.
Just the dude annoys me.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's probably just me, but
I'm sure it is. Yeah, it's just
because I am easily agitated already.
Right.
Which I've noticed a lot, and I realized, man, I'm like, man, it's been like weeks since I've done any sort of that meditation thing. I'm like, wonder if that's got anything to do with this.
Nah, probably not.
I'm just like, as soon as I see him, I'm just like, fuck this guy. He hasn't even done anything yet,
You're just following him around the gym, just glaring at him the whole time. Using machines near him, I mean,
Well, of course.
Also recording an episode of Stalky language, but
definitely.
Yeah, you're just doing that around the whole gym. He's basically your fuel for the whole day.
Yeah, it's how it feels. Because I just get so irritated. Just like, dang, and you look over, it's just like, it's like you're not. No one thinks you're all. Please stop.
Maybe he's been drinking milk, and someday he's going to grow big and strong, and you're going to eat those words.
Maybe I don't know.
I don't know. I got nothing.
Yeah. Ugh.
Yeah.
All right. Moving on.
All right. So, how's your week been?
Yeah, it's been. Honestly, it's been fairly uneventful.
That's not always bad.
No, it's not always that bad at all. Yeah. We did buy some. I can't remember if I talked about this or not. We bought some cast iron pieces.
You talked to me about it, but I don't know if I don't think you said it on here.
I've been using the shit out of those.
I don't doubt it. Why not? They're the best.
Seasoning all in there.
Yeah, they're the best pans. Or skillets, whatever. Why wouldn't you use them?
I made jalapeno cornbread tonight in one. I'm like fucking shit up in the kitchen.
Yeah, that's a good call right there in the cast iron. Fuck yeah, that's the best way to do it. I hate it when I see cornbread in some glass container. It's like, fuck this, get a skillet.
Wife and daughter, not so impressed by it.
No?
Jeannie's like, the consistency is a little too sandy. I'm like, how do I fix that? And she's like, I don't know. And then Leo's just like, I don't like it, it's disgusting. Thanks for the criticism. I think it was the jalapenos that threw her off. We just had jalapenos. I'm like, I need to use these. I'm making cornbread.
Right. Well, they fit. I mean, they go with it. There's no...
Yeah, for sure.
Sure.
Why not? Plus, I've never really made cornbread before, so...
Well, clearly, yeah.
Yeah, obviously.
Or if you have, it's been grainy. I don't know.
Well, it's been, I have made it, but I made it out of, like, a Jiffy box, which is not...
Yeah.
it's not it's not how this is not how I do it or something.
I understand.
But yeah, I've been cooking just shit. Yeah, like every day I'm like, what can I make in cast iron pan? Just because I'm trying to season them too.
Like I want some oatmeal, cast iron pan.
Cast iron.
Yep.
Yeah, you know how it is.
Yeah.
I love that shit.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that.
Right?
Yeah. Like I said,
I saw something amazing though earlier this week. Not really amazing. I kind of felt bad for her, but it made me laugh and chuckle and guffaw. It would have been perfect on Stalkercast if we could get a video of it.
Fair enough.
But yeah, there was this. On a college campus, there's this fairly attractive lady wearing just ridiculous shoes, like 5-6 inch heels.
Okay.
And she's clearly going to school. And she's trying to look all, sexy with her big ass shoes on.
Right.
And then that ankle rolled like a Chipotle burrito.
Jeez, yeah.
It looked brutal.
Seen that so many times too, man. You're just like, ooh. Yeah.
Which
I don't get it.
Which I shift gears mentally after I go, oh, there's a nice lady. Oh, that had to hurt. Because then she's like limping around like a fucking pirate.
Well, sure, yeah.
And then it's like, all I can think is like, what are you doing getting like dolled up like that to go to school? I understand you want to look good for the frat boy, whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
But I mean, I've seen attractive ladies in giant shoes like that. And I've also seen attractive ladies just in sweatpants.
Right.
It's just how you pull it off, I guess.
Yeah, it is. That's a tough. I honestly, listen. I've said before. It's like I like what those heels do to legs because and everything. But I would never like if somebody I knew was like I'm not wearing heels like ever. I'd be like, yeah, I don't blame you.
I get it.
Yeah, it's like you're kind of asking to just fuck your ankles up.
Yeah.
Unless you're rocking something with some, ankle support, which I don't know if it exists, but, or you just wear some braces, some ankle braces while you're wearing
that's a good look.
That's hot right there.
Yeah, like, man, who's that sexy polio patient?
I didn't mean those kind of braces.
Oh.
I was just meaning like the one you wore on your ankle, like the sleeve.
Oh, you're only talking about like the big metal, like scaffolding for your ankle, basically.
I mean, that'd be funny, but no.
Yeah.
Be super supportive, I guess, though. I mean, really keep an ankle in place that way.
It'd be like if someone presented us with a pair of jeans. Mm-hmm. And they're like, this is going to make your dick and balls look amazing. Mm-hmm. But there's a small chance they'll light on fire. Yeah, I'm not wearing those jeans.
Wait, what's the percentage chance?
I don't care. I'm not doing it.
Even if it's like 0.0000, just a shit ton of zeros and then one, even if it's
the way
that
my luck goes,
right.
No.
You're right. Yeah, same here.
I'm good. They'd be like the day one, 5 minutes in after zipping them up, and suddenly they're inflamed.
Yeah.
They'd run around and be like, oh man, that guy's got them new Levi's on.
Them's hot, yeah.
Them's hot. Exactly.
Oh man. Yeah, you're probably right.
Because I'm trying to think as a male, mm-hmm. Is there any situation where we get dressed up to the point that it might hurt us just to look good? I can't think of anything.
No, you're meaning like physically hurt us, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't think of anything. I mean, because granted, you put a tie on. If you get in a fight, someone will choke the fuck out of you if you're tied.
Yeah. I mean, look,
But I mean,
I hate wearing a tie, but it's not. I mean, I can tie it someone else can tie it for me in a sense that it's not really tight on my throat. I can loosen it if I need to.
Yeah.
So I can't think of it. The worst I can think of, honestly, for us would be like really shitty dress shoes. Because some of them just, crunch your feet up, and I know like heels do that.
Cut in your ankle and shit.
Yeah, so that's the worst I can come up with. And that's not that bad. You can still endure that pretty easily. Yeah,
because you hear horror stories about like, well, I had to zip up my dress with like a fucking engine winch in the garage.
Right. Well, not to mention, not just the rolling your ankle part, but we've physically seen women like break their heels. Like the heel of the shoe just completely off. So, it's like with us, I mean, even if we're wearing shoes that have thicker soles or something on them, it might change your balance a little bit, but it's generally not going to do a whole lot to us, you know?
Yeah, biggest problem, you're like, shit, my shoe's untied.
Yeah, really.
That sucks. I guess I'll tie it real quick.
Yeah. So I said, I can't think of anything. There may be something out there, but within like traditional, like dress type stuff for us.
Yeah, I'm not talking like one of those flying squirrel suits where we slam into a mountain doing 200 miles an hour.
Awesome.
That I get. You're the whole suit's dangerous. It's
Right.
not bringing out.
Right, but your dick and balls look great in it.
Oh man, they look amazing.
But there's a chance you'll crash at 200 miles an hour into a rock.
Yeah, there's a good chance you'll eat rocks.
Yeah. I don't care, man. This is a good day. This is a good ball day.
Look at that presentation when I fly over.
Right. Make sure you get this from my Instagram account. It's just the oh shit look on your face because you're about 10 feet from the rock, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah, we definitely have it better, for sure.
Oh, goddamn right.
I mean, so many ways, guys stuff. You know, our jeans fit, you know, have fit better for years to the point that various women bought men's jeans because they fit better, you know?
Yeah.
We have pockets and pants, you know?
Yeah, not the fake pocket bullshit.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's all
I'm gonna
sorts
stitch a flap here for nothing.
Right.
Like what? Like, you know, granted, I've gotten away from the cargo pocket situation.
Yeah, so have I.
But I mean, you know,
Still, pants have.
at least we had utility pants.
Yeah.
Like if I need to carry a tape measure, a full lunch, maybe a 6-pack of beer, you know, car keys. Yeah, I'm good to go. And that's just one pocket.
And you don't want to wear your fanny pack that day for whatever reason.
Yeah.
I don't know what that would be, but.
I know. Jesus. That would be an amazing look. Cargo pants, fanny pack,
backpack.
backpack, and maybe one of those bandoliers.
Sure, why not?
Yeah, and then a fishing hat with all the hooks and stuff. all over it.
Oh, okay. I was going to go with the beer hats, you know, that have a can on either side, but all right.
Oh, we can mix them up.
Okay.
Beer cans on the sides,
Yes.
fishing lures on the bill.
Yep, that works. All right. Wow.
So you can get drunk and deliver wicked beaks.
That's a great idea.
Dude, that's what we're going to name that hat brand. Wicked Beaks.
I like it. This is
Just give away ideas.
That is like the best storage, you know, outfit I think a person could wear.
For sure.
You could carry everything.
Yep.
Especially because they have backpacks that have like 1 million pockets in them. You know, that are built for all sorts of stuff.
That's like my backpack.
Yep.
It's got 8,000 pockets on it. To the point that I lost my earbuds for 3 days because they were in the wrong pocket.
Oh yeah, I did that in mine too. Yep. Mine doesn't have it.
Damn it.
Quite as many, but mine's got a decent amount of pockets in it too. Because it's meant for like carrying shit when you go on like hikes and stuff.
Right.
So it's yeah.
I even added a paracord loop.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, when I'm getting done with work, because I always take my Yeti cup I got right here, fill it up with water and keep it in my Jeep. When I'm done exercising in the morning, I got water waiting for me.
Sure.
So I just, throw the Yeti into the paracord loop I had into my backpack so I can carry it in easier.
That makes
sense. I look
sense.
like a goddamn, like, what was it called? I look like a chuck wagon coming in the house.
Yeah, with
all
like
this shit hanging off.
I was
going
to say like with the pots hanging off the back or whatever.
Exactly.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I could do that with my cast iron.
Yeah.
They got loops in the handles so I can hang them
I'm
somewhere.
not sure you want to do that. Those would be pretty heavy.
They're fucking heavy. Yeah.
I mean, you're going to have, it's going to really pop those calves after a while.
Oh, yeah, well, bowling pin calves.
Yeah. So, I mean, there's that at least. At least
Yeah,
you're going
right.
to look good afterward.
Yeah, like I got to get away from Jim Curl guy I was talking about at trivia night.
Yes.
Nothing but curls, and he's got stick legs.
Yeah. I'll never understand
Unless you're
that.
walking around on your hands, you're not doing your body right there,
Right.
sir.
Yeah. It's like you got to put in at least a little work on your legs. I mean,
Maybe all he owns is skinny jeans.
yeah, that's it. He just doesn't want to have to buy new jeans.
Maybe.
He's cool with buying new shirts though, as
Right.
he gets crazy swole.
Crazy swole.
Either that or maybe he's like, you know what? I'm going to get a big upper body first, then I'll work on the bottom.
Yeah, then we'll go leg day every day.
Yeah. The trainer's like, you sure you want to do that? Trust me, I know what I'm doing.
Like, so you're built like an upside down pyramid, sir.
Mm-hmm.
That's exactly what I want.
That's how I get
I put
muscle
my
and fitness.
feet together and I got my Illuminati tattoo there.
Right? Like, Yeah, that's how I'm getting the cover of Muscle and Fitness. They don't shoot from the waist down.
Yeah, that's true. They don't care about leg day.
That's so not true. They do care about leg day.
Leg day.
He's like, I'm the poster boy from Muscly Upper Body magazine.
Exactly. Curls and bench monthly.
Yep. Their shirts and stuff have like no leg day, like the Ghostbusters no sign type thing. It just says leg day underneath it.
It just boos out the squat rack.
Yep. They're gyms. There's just nothing for your legs there.
Yeah, nothing. You're not even allowed to walk in.
Yeah, exactly. They have the leg attachments on the benches though, so you can do curls over them.
Oh, well, definitely.
So that's about the only leg exercise thing there, but it's not used for that.
No, of course not. You start doing that, and it's like Planet Fitness thing, ring a bell and escort you out.
Yep, as it should be.
Exactly. That could be I've never been, but I've heard so many stories about Planet Fitness. I don't even understand it.
Is that seriously a thing? Like, if you do something wrong, they ring a bell and escort
they don't. They want to make it a safe zone, from what I hear.
Sure.
Which I get, because a lot of people are like, gyms intimidate me.
Mm-hmm.
I understand that.
Yeah, very much so.
But they don't have barbells. They have free weights, but they don't go that heavy. And if you're in there and you're like, raw, it's basically like a no grunt zone.
Wow.
Like, you can't do that.
Well, I'm clearly not signing up for it because I grunt with everything I do. So that's just because I'm old.
And this cracked me up too. They also have free pizza day.
Huh.
Yeah.
Do they then? Maybe I will sign up. No. I only show up on free pizza day. Seems like they should force some sort of like the Book It program where you have to show up a certain amount of days and get your card stamped in order to get free pizza day.
I agree with that 100%.
Right? Otherwise, even if you just walk in and you just go sit on an exercise bike, don't do anything, but just sit on it.
Now, I will say, this is all hearsay.
Yeah.
I've never been to a Planet Fitness, so I guess if anyone that listens to us loves Planet Fitness, I would love to hear your tales.
Yeah, especially
that's just what I've heard.
Especially about Pizza Day, because I'm just curious.
I've seen that online. I've seen pictures of that.
No, I'm just curious how that works, though, because just to have free Pizza Day, I can see some people only showing up for Pizza Day.
Yeah, exactly, right?
Mm-hmm. Like, I got to work out tomorrow. I'll be like, you don't work out. I'll be like, every Friday I work out.
I'm just Googling it now.
I'm going to Planet Fitness Pizza in my mouth.
See here. In defense of post-workout pizza and bagels. It's from the Planet Fitness blog.
Yeah. Well, you definitely want a carb load right after a strong workout.
Oh, geez. Their blog sucks. It's a link to an article.
Forget it.
You guys are terrible bloggers.
Yep.
The first Monday of every month is free pizza day.
Okay.
And the second Tuesday of every month is free bagel day.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So you know what? And they say they're a judgment-free zone of community, which I told you, that they're kind of like, we want to be everybody's gym.
Yeah, sure.
So what their thought process is, and I can actually get behind this, is that we believe it's realistic and okay for people to enjoy a slice of pizza every once in a while in moderation.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So that's what they're encouraging.
Right. Clearly they haven't seen me where I'll have a bag of disguises.
Your gym bag's just full of different clothes and fucking noses and shit.
Yep.
That would be incredible.
Just to get more pizza. Yep. Like, you look really familiar. No, I don't.
No, I don't.
Did you see that really handsome guy?
You say you've had an English chap in here? Well, I guess not.
I'm just doing all the worst accents possible.
They're horrible.
So bad. I could walk up one time wearing a Nixon mask. Just a blatantly, full rubber mask.
It's like a Point Break mask.
Yeah, exactly. Yep. I like that. That's a good plan right there. I'm writing it down.
Right?
Boom. So yeah, anything else?
Well, I There's a gas station I have to go to occasionally for my work.
Yeah.
It's downtown. There's always nonsense going on at this particular gas station. And as soon as I pull in, right, my window's down because, despite the fact it was like 8 million degrees here today, I'm an idiot. Yeah. So sometimes I'll have my window down, but still have the air on.
Sure.
Because I get too cold.
Right. Right.
But if I have the, whatever. It's like having a fan blowing on your face full blast, but you're covered up in blankets.
Yeah.
Same idea.
Listen, I do that sometimes.
Yeah, there you go. But so when I pull in, the first thing I see out of the corner of my eye is a lady walking towards me with a gas can in her hand. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, here we go.
She sets herself on fire like one of those monks.
Oh, that would be incredible. Check my Snapchat for that.
Yeah, I'd be like, wow, I didn't see that coming.
Like, oh my God, she's immolating herself. And he's putting weird filters on her face.
Oh God, yeah, because she's got the puppy dog filter while doing it.
Yeah, burning and just going.
Yeah, see, that is the only time I'm pretty sure that I will okay the puppy dog filter. So
fair enough. Mm-hmm. But I was just like, it's going to be the classic, hey, I need money because my car or whatever. It's going to be some story about how I need money because that's all it is at that gas station.
Yeah, I need money because my horse broke down, whatever, yeah.
Whatever, exactly. I got to go, immolate myself, whatever.
Right. I was making a callback to Tuesday, by the way, with that. I don't know if you picked that up. Remember? You don't remember the horse breaking down? Okay, never mind.
No.
All right, moving on.
It's been a blur of a week.
Yeah, it's fine.
But what she asked me instead was, sir, excuse me, sir, how much do you think this gas can holds? And I went, huh?
Shouldn't it say it on the gas can?
Because on the side of the can, there's a giant 2. And I went, looks like 2 gallons to me. And she goes, so was that about $5? And I went, I guess, maybe.
Wow.
And then she said thanks and started pumping gas. And I heard her and the woman she was with talking on the other side of the pump. There's no way we're putting $5 in this.
What the fuck?
I have no idea. It was just the weirdest shit ever.
Oh my God.
What the exactly.
All right. Every step of that boggles the mind a little bit though. It's like, cause again, those things have to have it marked on there how much they hold.
Yes.
Not to mention they probably
it's not
would
like
anyway.
She had like a mason jar or something.
Right. Yeah. It's like, I'm making some moonshine. How much will this
like
hold?
An old timey milk jug.
Yeah. Right. She stole it out of your Jeep, like my water bottle.
Exactly. Yeah. It clearly had a 2 on the side.
Right. And it's pretty simple to go look at how much gas is a gallon and go, well, I'm going to need twice that because 2.
Math.
This shouldn't, most people should be able to do that math.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
I was more blown away by the fact that she didn't equate it with volume of the can.
Yeah.
But with money going into the can. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
The whole thing, like, it made my brain hurt for a second.
Yeah.
And then I'm out there pumping gas, just thinking, like, please don't come talk to me again. Because you're right on the other side, and it could possibly happen.
And it's like I've already lost enough brain cells to you.
Yeah, exactly. Like, it's Friday, it's been a rough day, I already feel like, the world's crumbling around me.
Sure.
The last thing I need is whatever just happened.
Although
I don't need more of that.
I mean, although I gotta say, I kind of want to just follow her around for a little bit and see what the rest of her day holds.
Stalky language.
Yeah, because, I mean, you just picture her doing other things like going up to McDonald's, and just, asking them how much food this will, just ordering food by dollar amounts rather than, what it is.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like, ma'am, would you like that in large?
Yeah. Like, well, I have this many.
Yeah, I have 4.
Yeah, that doesn't answer
our
question. Yeah. Oh boy.
Hopefully, it's 4 deadly venomous snipers.
Wow, that would be.
I just went off the road. I'm not even gonna complete that joke.
I don't even know why. Like deadly poison snipers. Like, are the snipers poison, or are their bullets or whatever they're shooting poison?
It could go either way.
All right, 'cause
all I know is I'm careening off the cliff.
Well,
still.
here's why I'm asking. Because, like in Call of Duty and stuff, you remember or not Call of Duty, it wasn't one of the games or something, they had like different, there's different things that fire out of guns or whatever, and if, Borderlands, that's the one I'm thinking of. Remember, some would do fire damage, some would do, I don't remember what else.
Toxic and dark or whatever.
Right. So for me as a sniper, that was very beneficial because I suck as a sniper. So all I had to do was like hit them, so I aim center mass, rather than getting a clean headshot or something. So, if that's the case, I could see it, because maybe your snipers just aren't that good, so you're just making sure that, the job's going to get done.
Fair enough.
So, or maybe they just shoot snakes out of a gun. Like a t-shirt cannon, but just fire snakes.
That would be incredible.
You just coil them up. It looks like a big peanut brittle.
But it's like snakes in a can, but for sure.
Yeah. It's like, who wants one? The crowd goes crazy because they think it's a t-shirt, and everybody will do whatever they can for a t-shirt. So.
So here comes this fucking pissed off black mamba.
Yeah. That'd be way more fun.
Because it's, you for sure keep it hungry, and the gun, it's got like the big cylinder, like those old, like grenade launchers. But, it keeps the cylinder nice and warm, so the little fella's real active in there.
Yeah. Of course. Because,
I
like this idea. We should, and the best part is you could go collect the snake again for repurpose,
This is true.
To just use it again. That's pretty awesome. We might be on, we have 2 like really brilliant ideas on this show. Well, 3 counting our storage, system.
Can I alter this a little bit?
Okay.
How about instead of, you shooting one venomous snake, it's instead you shoot a canister of multiple, like, scorpions.
Well, that could be fun, too. I mean, we can do both.
All right, perfect.
That way people
it's
have
like
choices.
A shotgun blast, but,
Or just a bee shotgun or something.
Oh, my God.
Oh, God, not the bees!
That would be the worst. The canister just erupts and it's just hornets.
Yeah.
Just really pissed off hornets.
Terrible. Yeah.
That was my favorite thing. Actually, that happened earlier this week, too. I felt something on my leg. Well, I was sitting there, like, doing my thing at work, and I feel like something hit my leg. I was like, oh, what the hell? And I looked down. There's just a yellow jacket, just like, I'm all caught up in this leg hair, son. And there's nothing you can do at that point, because if you swat at it, you're fucked.
Yeah.
So, I just had to stand there like an idiot and wait for this dumbass to figure his way out of my, like, goddamn winter coat.
I would have ended it, so. Or collected it from my bee gun.
Well, yeah, definitely.
I just catch it in midair like I used to catch flies, Actually, I did that one time. I didn't realize it was a bee.
I was like, that seems ill-advised.
I did that, and then I heard the buzzing, and I was like, this doesn't sound like a fly. I opened my hand, and it was a bee. I was like, wow, I'm really lucky I didn't get stung. I'm not allergic or anything.
Like, the fuck?
Yeah, right? I'm not allergic to bees or anything, but it's still,
Would have sucked.
Yeah, like I said, I'm just lucky I didn't, get stung. The bee must have been like, this ain't worth dying for,
Like, why is it dark?
Yeah. Right?
Guys, it's an eclipse! Oh, I'm just in a hand.
I feel so sensual, though.
Right?
Yeah, what are you gonna do?
Exactly. Exactly.
Wow, that's a fun story at the gas station, though.
Yeah, it was just, bizarro world, man. Fucking bizarro world.
Bunch of savages in this town.
Oh.
Yeah.
How about you, my friend? You got anything popping off?
Well, Saturday
fresh.
was my birthday, so
show was.
That was a good time. I talked about this on the Crazy Life too, but I got a lot of messages from people, wishing me happy birthday or telling me how awesome I am or whatever, which was really cool, because aside from the fact that, it's a giant ego feed. I mean,
yeah, which is always a good thing.
Yeah, but yeah, exactly. And you know, and it helps because I've talked before, my self-esteem's not what it should be. So this kind of stuff really helps. And lately I've been feeling kind of good lately. You know, I actually told my therapist that when she asked me last week how I was doing, and I actually said good, and she looked at me funny because she's like, that's the first time you said that. And I was like, I know, you know, which is huge, you know, and no reason though, no real reason why. It's just, unless it's this, you know, the new medicine really kind of helping me get out of the funk a little bit, which, you know, maybe that's what it is. Hopefully that's what it is.
Right.
So, you know, that bundled with this kind of thing, you know, it just keeps the positivity rolling forward a little bit, you know, rather than letting the negativity creep back in.
Yeah. Don't be the angry kid at the gym.
Damn it. You know I wouldn't be. I'd just be the angry guy in line for pizza.
This line's taking too long.
Come on!
There's only 2 slices of Supreme left. This is bullshit.
It becomes like Milton in Office Space with the cake.
Exactly.
There's not enough pizza for everyone.
You pizza to people ratio.
Yeah. Oh shit. So anyway, yeah, that was really overwhelming. And like I told you already, it was overwhelming in the best way. And if anybody's listening and you were one of them, you know, thank you. I tried to thank everybody individually as, you know, a way of working on my, the fact that I don't accept, compliments well. I tend to deflect. You know, like somebody will say, oh, blah, blah about me. And I'll immediately go, oh, well, you're whatever, you know, kind of a thing. And, you know, that kind of just deflects what they said and turns it, you know. So I'm trying to get better about, you know, just starting with thank you or, you know, something more like that.
Are you saying you're trying to learn how to accept compliments?
Yes. That is exactly what it is. But I'll tell you, it's, you know, Henno and I have talked about this on The Crazy Life a few times. It's not easy when you're not that person, you know, it's a weird thing to kind of work on. But, you know, I can see, I'm seeing lately, I'm really kind of feeling and seeing a little more of like moving forward, you know,
that's a good thing.
Yeah. So that's been really cool. And overall, my birthday was good. Didn't really do anything big. You know, we were all supposed to go out on Sunday, but that just fell right in the shitter. So
yeah, it all kind of derailed.
Yeah. But, whatever, you know, things happen.
Things happen.
Yeah. You know, it's interesting though, because I've had various people ask me or, you know, making the comments about, oh, it's your last year in your 30s, you know, and I'm like, I don't care. It doesn't. Yeah. Okay. The only reason I care is the fact that it's like, I'm closer to potentially dying, you know, but honestly, I could drop dead tomorrow, you know?
Yeah. It's like, I mean, so, that's the old, like, you know, live life to its fullest because.
Right. Yeah. Cause you don't know how long.
I mean, yeah. We could be sitting here and a goddamn meteor could go through my roof, you know, which would be an excellent podcast episode.
What people can't see is I'm sitting here with my fingers crossed. The meteor is my co-host from then on.
Exactly.
That'd be terrible.
Wow.
Man.
I never thought about being killed by a sentient meteor.
Yeah, right?
That would be extreme.
Yeah, I'd love that. That'd be awesome. You imagine? I mean, I'm sure that episode would go viral, you know?
Definitely. Well, sentient meteor.
Right. But like, you guys gotta hear this. My friend gets killed by a meteor, and then the meteor becomes the co-host of the show.
Yeah. The crazy part is, the meteor talks.
Yeah.
What? Well, now I gotta listen.
Yeah. We immediately get picked up by a big podcast collective or something. Shit. So anyway, yeah, that's I haven't really done a whole lot this week because, you know, I was trying to get outside a little bit, you know, because, you know, I need more sunlight. Because I know, enough. Shocker, I don't get enough sun in my life.
It's hard to go outside this week.
Oh, it's brutal this week, yeah.
Because it's been so hot and humid, man.
But I also don't want to bitch about it because, I mean, it could be so much worse, you know.
Well, yeah, I mean, look at, you know, the Fort Caribbean getting faces kicked in every day.
Yeah, exactly. Basically. Yeah, that's why I said I can't, you know, it feels like a first world problem kind of bitch, you know, and it's just like,
yeah,
you know what? the worst that happens is I stay inside in the air conditioning. Ooh.
Yeah, oh boy.
Yeah. Oh no. So whatever.
Twist my arm there.
Yeah. But I've really fallen off the wagon with the, like body weight exercises and stuff. So I'm going to try to start that back up here within the next couple days and, get my head out of my ass on that.
Well, it's the longer you get into it, right?
Yeah, exactly. And what's weird? And this has nothing to do with that because I didn't do them long enough for this to really be in effect. But lately my knees haven't been bothering me at all, really. And
really?
Yeah, I couldn't tell you the last time I've been that way because ever since that car accident, my right knee, like there's like a dull, not pain, but there's at least a dull ache in it pretty much every day,
Right.
And the last few days I'm like I was walking up the stairs into the house today and I was like, I didn't feel anything, weird in my knee like I normally do. I'm like, like cool,
That is cool.
Even if it only lasts a few days, I'm just going to enjoy it. So, yeah.
I wonder
everything's coming up Millhouse.
That is interesting, isn't it?
Yeah. And that's why I said it can't be like if I had been doing exercises for a length of time, it could be that because, you strengthen the muscles around the knee so they take more of the pressure than your actual knee does. But I haven't done them enough, done stuff enough to, there's no way I built that kind of muscle in a few days.
Right. Yeah. Fair enough.
Because my HGH hadn't come in yet. So.
Just be patient, Brian.
Yeah. Oh man.
Yeah, that's awesome though.
Yeah. That's why I said it's really weird for me because I haven't been the person to, I'll say this though, over the last year, I've tried really hard to, when someone says, how are you doing? To quit saying not bad. Cause I did that for a long time. That was like my baseline. And then I was like, you know what? That's still negative. Cause you're not saying the words good or great or I'm doing well, any of that, you're still using the word bad. So you're closer to that line than you are the other way. So, I was like, you know what? I at least got to upgrade that to the word good.
Right.
And I do. I try really hard now to do that. So it's so weird though. Cause I always feel weird explaining these things to people because sometimes you get a weird look from them. Like you have to think about that. And it's like, yeah, I do. Cause my brain just goes,
motherfucker.
Yeah, my brain just goes negative, so I have to slap it around and force it to, to not be that way.
Right.
So yeah, that's good fun though. Yeah, I think that's about it for the week. I can't think of anything else that I've done.
So it's been kind of quiet. Well, did you update your phone to iOS 11?
Oh, I did. Yeah.
What do you think?
I haven't really noticed a lot of difference. I'll tell you one thing I love, and I'm sure like Android's had this for like 20 years or whatever, but the fact that you can pull up a right hand or left hand keyboard.
Oh, I didn't even notice that.
Yeah, like when you're, the little globe icon next to like the space bar or whatever, or like the emoji bar, if you hold it down, it'll show you 3 keyboards, and it'll basically look like you're looking at left justified, center, and right justified, And that's what it is. It's so you can just type with one hand easier. And I've used that a decent amount of times, yeah. So that's been very useful for me. Other than that, I'm trying to think if there's anything I've really... the other thing that really stands out to me, and this isn't in a good way though, is...
Oh, look at that.
Apple's always had a real kind of clean, minimalistic design aesthetic, right?
Yes. Yeah.
And with this, they went almost as simple as possible with their overall. Have you like when you pull up your email where it says inbox, it's just white with the word inbox over it, and it looks just like a Helvetica kind of font. I mean, I don't think it is, but it's such a basic font, which is good because it's easy to read. But I'm like, man, this is like, I don't. It's just like, did you try? Like, this feels like you went too far minimalistic, like having a can of beer that just says beer on it,
Right.
That's kind of, and that's their look for, the mail, the app store, all of the Apple kind of stuff has that aesthetic to it. And yeah, it's just, I look at it and going, you could have done better than this.
Like, come on.
Yeah, so, whatever. I mean, it's, that's not a big deal. That's just the graphic designer in me looking at it and going, not impressed.
I mean, I like I really like the new control center.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
Because it doesn't have, it has all your shit in one spot instead of having to swipe between a couple different pages.
Right, and you can customize it.
I didn't even know you could customize it.
Yeah. See,
I haven't really monkeyed around with it a whole lot yet.
What I do is whenever there's a big update like that, I always jump online and type in like iOS 11 features so that, and I see stuff like that. That way, because otherwise, so much of the stuff you just, like you said, or like the keyboard thing, you'd never know that.
Yeah, for sure.
Probably. I mean, maybe you'd stumble into it, but I probably not,
Right.
And it does have a night mode feature also, which doesn't really do anything for me because it's not what I was hoping for night mode. Like I like Twitter's night mode or in Tweetbot. You remember how you could use like a black background or a gray kind of?
Yeah.
That's so much easier on my eyes because it doesn't hurt my eyes or trigger migraines for me. And they have a night mode on there, but you can choose, it basically uses warmer colors instead of like so bright. It kind of just makes it a warmer light. And, it's like, all right. But didn't do much for me. So I turned it off.
Well, there you go.
Yeah. That's all I can think of though. I can't really think of anything else that I've used on it so far. I know it's got, like, it helps more too, like, if you have, like, one of the newer iPads, I guess there's more functionality for, like, the pencil, and there's more stuff you can do on the iPad, like, you can finally, you finally have drag and drop options, which is the first time they've put that in, shit that should have been in there a long time ago.
That's the kind of thing that has been bugging me lately about Apple.
Yeah.
It's like, it's shit we should have had.
Yes.
Yep. We're finally getting.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I haven't used the files system that they replaced the iCloud thing with, but I've seen a lot of people really positively reviewing that. So
right.
I just don't think it really fits because I don't go between my phone and a workspace kind of a thing,
Right. Yeah.
So, but I could see where it'd be helpful. I could also see where it could be helpful for sharing with other people and stuff, That's pretty neat. One thing I do love too is if you take a screenshot, you can edit it right there. You don't have to go into your photo roll. Like when you take it.
I do like that.
Yeah, I was that should have always been there. So, and you can record your screen now too.
Yeah, and full video and audio, which is cool.
Yep. That's what I said. It's like a lot of this stuff is stuff that I'm like, this should have been there 5 years ago or something. But whatever. I'm glad it's there now at least.
Right.
So. Yeah.
Well, there you go.
Yep. Sorry.
Yeah, I saw that came out, and I was just like, fuck it. Let's update it. Let's see what we got going on here. Hope it doesn't kill my phone.
I know. That was the thing. It was like the night that it came out, I was like, I was going to put it on my phone. I was like, I need to back my phone up first.
Right.
Just in case. So, after I backed my phone up real quick, then I went ahead and, when I went to sleep, I started it so that it would, because, when you put the new system in, it's best for the device to give it time so that it can finish installing and moving and doing whatever it needs to do before you really use it.
Before you start digging in on it.
Yeah, because it can just run slow if you don't. So I gave it that time. The next day I woke up and started using it. I was like, oh, all right. Whatever.
Right.
Although I did see, like, the night before it released, I think I had, like, 15 updates for my phone.
Oh, yeah, all the apps are like, oh, here we go.
Yeah, well, that was funny because I didn't even realize that iOS 11 was going to be dropping. But when I saw that many updates, I'm like, oh, there must be a software update.
Yeah, that's kind of what I noticed, too. I was like, God damn, I've got, like, 21 apps updating right now. What the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
And then I started looking at my news app, and I was like, oh, of course, iOS 11's out.
Yep.
That'll do it.
Yep. That it will, sir.
That'll do it every time.
Yes, sir. So,
I got a good little, excuse me. Good little article I'll throw into our links. It basically tells you all the things.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why I said that's what I do whenever they release a new update because a lot of times the stuff that they put in there will be stuff that I'll never use, but, little stuff like the keyboard deal and like that's big stuff for me, because there are a lot of times where I am just typing it with one hand and it's like, oh, now I can it's easier because I don't have to stretch my thumb. And it's probably even easier for like your phone, because
that's why when you said that, I was like, oh shit, I need this immediately.
Yeah, you have the plus, whereas I don't, but it's still a pain in the ass for me to get my thumb all the way over to the other side sometimes. So, this is much nicer.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of that.
Yeah. So,
I'm going to test right now.
All right, so here's a question for you.
What's up?
I'm moving on, by the way. Unless you have more to add to it. Okay.
Go, have at it.
Did you see the trailer for The Punisher?
No, I have not.
Ah, damn it. I totally forgot to mention it before we started. They released like a full trailer for the show, and it just looks like it's going to be exactly what I want it to be.
The Punisher.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Like no kind of The Punisher, no, like just really taking the badass part from Daredevil, and really going with that, which is what I hope. I hope there's not too much, this is going to sound like I'm a dick, but I hope there's not too much of the feelings kind of crap in it.
Right.
I just...
When he's like staring at a wall going...
Yeah. Don't get me wrong. It's an important part of the story, that clearly he is a guy who's he's suffering from PTSD, clearly.
Right. Yes.
And, even though whatever, but, and he's just obviously gone off the deep end. But it's like, that's what I want. And I'm very curious to see exactly how the storyline, cause I'm assuming he's going after the people that killed his family. Like, really, cause that makes the most sense for the first storyline for that show. But yeah, some of the stuff in the trailer is really cool. So you should definitely give that a watch.
Oh, I will for sure give it a watch.
I figured you would. I mean, make sure keep in mind you're probably going to have a change of pants afterwards. So
You're assuming I'm wearing pants.
Oh yeah, you're right. I was.
Yeah, it means I need a new couch.
Because you were nude on that one, or?
No, just because I shat all over it.
Oh, yeah, that'll happen.
It's suddenly covered in a mixture of, shit, semen, piss, and blood.
Huh. Sounds pretty normal, yeah.
All right, which is going to be the name of my Demolition Derby team. It's a 4-man team.
Right.
There's shit, there's semen, there's urine, and there's blood. 4 different cars.
Right. Each guy's shirt has that one of the names on it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man. So yeah. Anyway, we'll have a link to that in the notes. Also, if you by chance haven't seen it, or go to YouTube and type Punisher trailer. That's
I'm sure it'll come
simple.
up.
Or however, Apple has trailers too. Whatever. However you look at them. I forgot. I think it had the premiere date on it too, but I missed it. So.
I pulled up an article.
Oh, we talked about that before, didn't we? Isn't it like February or something like that?
I don't honestly remember.
All right. Well, if you're pulling it up, we'll.
I just did a quick scan. It wasn't really like a release date.
Oh, okay. I could have swore that they said a date though. Oh,
well,
you know what?
Did.
Maybe
it's not in this shitty article.
Yeah, you know what I was just thinking is it might be. I know the director released something on his Twitter. Yeah, here's the one I was thinking of. That I think it just says this year. After I think about it, I think it just said 2017.
This year? That is a terrible, terrible tweet. Hey guys, guess what's coming out this year sometime? Sons of bitches.
Yeah. That's what I'm scrolling too. You're right. There's just speculation on it. So hopefully it's soon.
Soon.
Well, if it's 2017 that it's released, it's within a couple months or few months here, however you want to look at it. So good enough for me.
Now, have you heard about Maya the Bee controversy this week?
No.
Maya the Bee.
I don't even know what that is.
You're better off. Okay. It's a Netflix cartoon show for kids.
Okay.
That an episode was immediately pulled because somehow a parent saw a dick in the background.
Oh, I did read about that. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, it's funny because if you look at a lot of things, you can see dicks in a lot of things or whatever, you know, you can kind of visualize stuff sometimes that isn't really there. You know, like you look at a pattern in a floor and you see a face, you know?
Yeah, like if you're looking for dick, you're going to find dick.
I would think so, yeah. There's an app for that.
I mean, because I know I've seen like the super close-up shot that they're like, here's the dick. But I'm looking at the screen grab right now.
Yeah.
And I don't even know where the fuck it is. Like, what parents saw this?
Right. That's a very good question. I don't know. That's the kind of questions I would like people to ask is when they're like, I saw a dick there, you know, and I'd love to have somebody go, were you looking for it? Like, how did you know, like what's going on here?
Right. Exactly.
I don't know. I mean, maybe it is in there. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm sure there's people who've done that. You know, there's all those things with, you know, allegedly in Disney cartoons and stuff. And, you know, other things where they're like, oh, this person snuck this in there. And it's happened in comic books and stuff too, you know, where somebody will sneak something in the background or whatever, you know.
Right, exactly. There's always something.
Yeah.
And I get that maybe some of them are actually the artist going, well, I'm going to put this in here because it's hilarious to me.
Right. Well, the thing is, like, if nobody mentioned it to the kids, they probably would never notice it.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, so it's like, why, you know, that's really, to me, it's like, okay, fine, but just don't make it, you know, just don't tell kids about it.
Well, it's like, you know, some of the excellent jokes they sneak into like Animaniacs and stuff.
Right. Yeah.
Which, you know, you're like, as an adult, you see, because they always talk about it on the internet. Mm-hmm. But you're like, oh, those clever bastards.
Yeah,
but as a kid, you don't even get it.
Exactly. Yep.
It just goes over your head completely, you know? So it's like, God, people suck.
Yep. Exactly. And that, you know, and they do that on purpose in those because they're trying to make sure there's something for the adults too. You know?
Yeah, for sure.
But generally they're not, I mean, the Animaniacs one, some of those jokes are pretty adult.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. The one with Prince especially.
Yeah.
I wish, you know, I know the videos,
out there.
They for sure have a video of it.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know the episode.
Lost.
Otherwise, I think they're still on Netflix. But yeah, if you haven't watched Animaniacs in a while, pull it up on the old Netflix and give it a watch. There's a lot of adult humor in that show that is very well hidden. You know, well, not very well hidden, but it's the words they use are very good to where, as a kid, I didn't even notice it. You know? Right,
exactly.
But as an adult, I'm going, whoa, watching it again, you know?
Here you go. It's on, it's 37 seconds. We should just play this. Cause it's on YouTube.
Number one sister, dust for Prince. Dr. Wacko, it could be a long night. Better order some
And I'll include this link.
I'd like 42 pizzas, 6 with no crust. Now, do you have any enemies? No. Do you have any creditors? No. Well then, do you have any requests? Thank you so much. Way down, Jack.
Oh, lots of setup.
On the Nile River, Jack. I found Prince. No, fingerprints. I don't think so.
Look up Prince's face.
Fingerprints. So good. Yeah. It was like the first time that, what was it, Family Guy, I think, got the word cunt on the air, and I was like, oh, those brilliant bastards, because of, I can't remember how they framed it, but, you know, it was either that or like American Dad, one of those kind of shows, and I was like, oh, that is so good, you know?
Right? Like, oh, you rascals got it.
Yeah, because seriously, when I hear something like that, I'm like, how did that get past the censors, you know? And like, a lot of the stuff in Animaniacs, it's like, I'd like to see the jokes that didn't make the show because of censors.
Yeah, really.
If these are the, you know, fingerprints made it through, you know, good stuff.
Good old fingerprints.
Yep.
That's what he wanted.
Yeah.
God damn it. God damn it.
Damn it.
This fucking link is not pasting like I needed to.
Good times.
So, all right.
In, you know, sad part of our childhood dying news, Bobby the Brain Heenan passed away this last week.
That is a bummer.
And, you know, if you're not a wrestling fan, this won't mean much to you. But if you're a wrestling fan at all from the 80s and 90s, you know, he was a huge part of WWF, WCW. You know, he was on a bunch of their shows, like where they would have like the studio kind of show or whatever, where it was him and Gorilla Monsoon, or those two did commentary together, or Bobby Heenan was a manager of Andre the Giant for a long time. Because Andre wasn't great on the mic, whereas Bobby the Brain Heenan was fantastic on the mic. So,
Right.
you know, he became the mouthpiece. If you're not an old school wrestling fan, but you're watching now, he was very much the Paul Heyman of those days. And honestly, in my head, the way it goes with wrestling managers is Bobby the Brain's number one, but Paul Heyman is real close at number two. But, you know, I remember as a kid hating Bobby Heenan so much because he was so good at being a heel, you know, that, and then
Right.
when he did his announcing with, Gorilla Monsoon, Gorilla would make fun of him basically. And I was like, yeah, he's getting his what for? And then as I aged a little more, I was like, this guy's brilliant as the heel commentator. You know, he's really telling stories and setting guys up perfectly. And, you know, and from what I understand, I don't know this personally, but from what I understand, he was amazing in the ring too, years and years ago. And if you have the WWE network, there is a Bobby the Brain Heenan collection that they put up. I haven't watched
That's
it
cool.
yet, but they did throw one. They're really good about that stuff because they have all the libraries, you know?
Right.
So, yeah. So what about you? I know you know, knew who he was and whatnot too, so.
Yeah, I saw that he died, and it does definitely suck. What? It was just age finally catching up to him?
I don't remember. I remember reading that, like, his family was around him. He's been dealing with issues for a while now. I think he had like jaw cancer or something like that a while ago, and just after that he was just never the same.
Right.
You know. But it's still yeah, it's just sad because, you know, like I said, from watching wrestling so much as a kid, and like I said, hating him so much because he was so good at his job.
Yeah, because he did his job right.
Yep, exactly. I mean, you know, when he was with Andre, that's when Andre was like against Hogan and stuff, you know, and as a little kid, it's, you know, you're buying in, brother, you know?
Exactly, right?
Yeah. So whenever Heenan would get thrown around in the ring or whatever, you know, you'd always cheer for it. So, yeah. Sad day. And
Yeah, all of our, you know, old-timey wrestling peoples are just slowly dropping like goddamn flies.
yeah, well, I mean, you know, at least he lived to a ripe age, you know, at least he wasn't like 40. But still, yeah.
Yeah, this is true.
Sad day, fam. Also, Fluffy Bunny Ash brought this to my attention last night. I missed it. I guess Ric Flair gave an interview to People Magazine, I think it is, to where he finally is really owning the fact that he's been an alcoholic for like 40 years.
Really?
Yeah. Whereas, you know, like she was telling me last night, and I mean, this, you know, this is, he's lived his gimmick, you know? He's the
Right.
limousine riding, high flying, you know, blah, blah, you know. So living that gimmick means partying everywhere, you know, and there's been all sorts of things where he's been like really drunk at airports and all this kind, and it's sad, you know, because, you know, while he was, you know, in his youth, living that gimmick is one thing, but when you're 70 years old, you know, it's
Yeah,
like,
when you become a grandfather.
yeah. And the sad part is, you know, and Ashley said this too, and I really agreed when she said it, is that it's like, at this point, it's like, stopping almost just seems pointless. You know, you almost might as well just ride it out, you know, but whatever.
Well, yeah, because it's not like if he's like, well, I'm going to wean off the booze and I'm going to start, you know, drinking more water and kombucha and I'm dead.
Yeah. Well, you know, it's
I
weird.
mean, he's at the twilight of his existence
Yeah.
here.
Well, and all that stuff is hard on your body. So, you know, it
Oh,
does,
yeah.
you know, it does trim years off as you're going. But yeah, I don't know. I think if it were me, I'd be like, fuck it, I'm going to keep drinking.
Exactly. Like ride us into the fucking rocks.
Yeah. Like screw this noise. No, I don't know if I would, but you know, hopefully, cause I know he had some real, there was some real scary times here just a few weeks ago with him that they were talking he was kind of, you know, maybe at the end.
Right.
So hopefully he recovers and, hopefully it straightens him out and he's good for a while. Because, I'd hate to see the Nature Boy, going away too.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, he looks like he's a zombie already, though.
Yeah. Well, again, that lifestyle will do that to you.
Yeah, it'll wear you down.
Yep. All that tanning and boozing and probably some drugs in there. Because everybody was on some sort of pills or coke in the 80s.
Oh boy, you probably had all the coke.
Yeah, I'm sure partying with the Four Horsemen and whatnot.
Yeah, exactly.
From the
right?
stories I've heard. Yeah. But yeah, anyway, I wanted to point that out too. And it's still, the ESPN 30 for 30 on him is, I think, in November. So I can't wait for that. That should be interesting.
Yeah, let's sure hope he's makes it.
Oh, God,
I don't want
that'd be
some
awful.
sort of salty prediction here.
Yeah. If you kill Ric Flair, I'm going to be pissed at you.
I'm not intentionally trying to kill him.
All
I'm
right.
just saying.
I mean, you killed Ernest, so.
Well, he had it coming.
Ernest Goes Dead. Directed by Tony. Fuck.
Ernest Goes Dead. That's hilarious.
Yep. So, yeah. So, it's funny. So I'm just looking down at the notes that I had written going into the show, and I'm like, wow, I had 3 things written down, and 2 of them are negative. Well, the Ric Flair one could be positive, because maybe by straightening, getting off the booze and whatnot now, maybe he'll have a lot of years left. I hope he does, but it's hard to imagine he will, as rough as he's been on himself.
Right.
But, yeah.
Rough and stuff.
Yep.
Speaking of
Rough Riders.
Did you hear about all the Magnum PIs ejected from the Tigers game?
No. What the? I love it already, though.
This is from September 19th, so a couple days ago.
Yeah.
Says, Saturday night Star Wars Night at Comerica Park, but it was a large group of Magnum PI impersonators that stole the attention from security. So, 45 men dressed up as Magnum PI. It was for a bachelor party, apparently.
That's awesome.
And, they were ejected. Because they were catcalling.
Oh, well, that's a good reason to throw them out. Yeah.
So there's a group of 45 Magnum PIs, which included a cardboard cutout of Magnum PI,
funny.
Were escorted from the park.
It would have been so great if Tom Selleck would have been there,
Yes, exactly.
Like in full, Magnum regalia.
Says that, their behavior was inappropriate and they were given multiple warnings and they were asked to leave but were not banned.
Okay.
But Tom Selleck and the Tigers have not made any statements about this, but there's a picture of the group of them.
Yeah.
And it's pretty fantastic.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah. If for some reason you don't know, Magnum PI, when Tom Selleck played Magnum PI, he always had a Tigers hat on. So it's, there's your relevance to it. And I know he did batting practice with him various times too. And he could actually hit. Like, he had a legit swing, like, not gonna play at that level, most likely, but they had like a celebrity home run derby and he crushed it.
Mr. Baseball, right?
Yep.
I enjoyed that movie.
Yeah. So, there you go. That's 2 weeks in a row we've talked about Tom Selleck too.
This is true.
Just wanted to put that out there. Wow, that's great though. I mean, not great that they were doing inappropriate stuff, but great that there were that many of them together for a game.
Here comes this group of fucking Tom Sellecks.
Oh shit. I just want to see like a Magnum PI night where there's just like the whole crowd pretty much is in Magnum gear.
Right.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah, I think it's hilarious.
Yeah, me too. But come on, guys.
Hilarious.
You're in public, yeah. I'm sure there was probably some alcohol involved.
Nah, there's no way a group of guys will all decide to dress up like Magnum PI and go to a baseball game for a bachelor party or drinking.
Oh, man.
Along with a cardboard cutout. No way, Brian.
Can you imagine being the drivers of those party buses?
Oh my God.
You just open the door and all these Magnum PIs just loaded.
If that was me,
yeah,
driving those guys around, I would sure hope that I was warned.
Yeah,
because I would also dress up like Magnum PI.
I was going to say you could dress up like Higgins, but okay, yeah.
Oh, that would be
Get T to go with you, you know?
Definitely.
He could be TC, yeah. You'd need Rick, but I don't know. I guess I could go be Rick, which sucks because he's the worst character.
You just be Rick from Walking Dead.
Oh, yeah. I'll just be Larry from Three's Company.
Yes, please.
I'll just wear a bathrobe and an afro. A scandalously short bathrobe, of course, because...
Oh, I mean, because naturally.
Larry, yeah.
Larry!
Good shit. All right, you got anything else?
I really feel like I should.
I mean, if you don't,
you know?
Yeah. I really didn't have a whole lot this week. So, I mean, we're at an hour 20, so we've still got a few things left to do. So, you know.
Well, this is true. I guess I'm good.
All right. Well, so I got you want to drop the sound drop here for the thing?
Oh shit, son of a bitch! I would if my soundboard was not off doing some fuckery over here.
All right. Well, right now, Shut Up and Take My Money should be playing, but.
Shut up and take my money.
Always with the remix edition, huh?
Remix.
I was doing the Ignition.
Oh.
You know, the remix. Yeah, anyway, forget it. Somebody out there will get that and go tee-hee or whatever. Our pal Diggity sent us a link to this, and I'm sure he did it targeting me, but there's a thing on Kickstarter called Tinder Finger, and it says the essential accessory for mobile dating users. This is so dumb. All right, here we go. About the product. Tinder Finger is an essential accessory for any mobile dating user. It simply swipes right to each new person, not only freeing up valuable time, but also maximizing your chance of a potential date. Tinder Finger makes the perfect gift or stocking stuffer for that friend who's always on their phone. Order now to receive in time for Christmas. Available with Lightning, micro USB, or USB-C connection. Well, that's convenient. Now, I think I've talked about it before on here, that there's a lot of, like, strategy online for, you know, like the ways to get the most hits on Tinder and stuff. And basically the thought is swipe right on everybody and then be choosy from whoever you match with.
Right.
Which, you know, really, I mean, that, you know, whatever. That's not how a lot of people do it, but I could see how you would, you know, probably get better results that way.
Because numbers game.
Yeah, exactly. That's really throwing the widest net out there, is to say yes to everybody and then see who says yes back to you, you know?
Right.
So this basically allows you to do this without having to just constantly sit there swiping right. And I'm sorry, but if you need this thing so you can do this on Tinder, whoever finds you on Tinder is going to think you're the biggest fucking loser.
Well, the question is, have they met their goals?
Oh, good question. All right, let's see what we got here. Scroll all the way to the top, damn it. Yes, they were looking for $2,715. They are currently at $4,057.
There you go.
With 13 days left.
There you go.
It looks like it's something out of the UK because the money is in pounds. So, yeah.
Right?
So thank you, Diggity, for sending this in. And if I find out that anyone I know has one of these, you will be forever shamed. Listen, do the work yourself. It's not that hard to swipe right. And there's a limit. You can only do so many in like an hour, I think. So, you know, calm down. You know, get a drink of water. Stop being so thirsty.
Right, exactly.
Anyway, there you go.
Wow, that is hilarious.
Yeah. Ridiculous.
See, I understand the whole thought process behind the numbers game.
Yes.
You know, I get it.
Me too.
Like, you go yes to all the people, and then when they go back and you go, eh.
Yeah.
But me being me,
yeah,
I would for sure feel bad.
Exactly. That's,
when some, you know, some goddamn, can't remember her name. Wow, I am just losing it.
Fair enough.
When that mutant from the Goonies hits me back up, like, hey! And I'd be like, ugh, I don't want that in my life. You know?
Right. Well, I mean, you're not obligated to do anything. You could just not answer, but I know what you're saying, because I'm the same way, really. But realistically, I mean, it really is the most efficient way. You know?
Right.
Because like me, I swipe on who I'm interested in and whatever, and I rarely get likes. If I did this for everyone, but that's the only problem is, like you were saying, there's probably going to be a lot that match and you're like, you know? So,
Yeah.
But that's the point of it is you just, you ignore those people and go with whatever you want to go with, I guess. So, I don't know.
Yeah, it's
Still though,
interesting.
anyone I know gets one of these. For shame.
Exactly.
I might even bring
For
your name up
shame.
every week on this show shaming you.
Right?
So I guess there could be a benefit. You could get your name on every episode. So, yeah.
I don't know.
All right. Well, there's the shut up and take my money for the week.
Beauty.
Shut up and take.
Wait a minute.
Whoa, what happened?
Ah, shit. All right. So, you want to move into Dude Mountain?
Oh, shit. Yeah, I don't even have it pulled up.
I don't either. Are you pulling it up?
Yeah, I can pull it up.
Okay. Actually, I should have pulled it up so you could get the music going or the sound drop.
Oh, dude, I am like fucking so awesome over here.
Okay.
Dude Mountain.
Loud Mountain, more like it.
Yeah, it was. Rawr. So.
Oh, man.
So yeah, we're into through week 2 now.
Yes.
Shout out to my Lions for getting a win on Monday Night Football.
Right?
Making me real happy.
Wow, this is taking forever. There we go. Now we're cooking.
All right.
Yeah, I love how I'm like putting in ESPN Fantasy and all this stuff, and it's like, how many steps I have to go through to get to my team? How many clicks do I have to do to get to my league?
Too many.
What are you doing, ESPN? You jerks! All right. So, looks like it was a good productive week on Dude Mountain.
Yeah.
I
think
we got
a lot of us recovered from a terrible first week.
You'll have that.
Yeah.
The old bend the knees cap is coming in number 13 down at the bottom of Dude Mountain, just wallowing in this gifted seed of Dude Mountain. Brian, you're not that far here. You're not doing so hot yourself.
No, I'm not. But I had a much better week than the first week.
You did have a much better week.
I got
goddamn doubled your numbers, sir.
Yeah, I was going to say I got 8 points this week because I picked the Giants instead of the Lions. Damn it.
Damn it. Never do that.
Nah, dude,
You got to go with your team. I went with my team, and that's the Bears, and they've been getting their fucking bear dicks kicked in.
Yeah, there is that. All right, fair enough.
I didn't pick them this week, though.
Smart.
Sir Tuggington of Spank, Team Sir Tuggington of Spank, he is spanking all right in the 11th spot.
Yeah.
And then you got a 3-way tie for the 8th spot. You got the Vengeful One. You got Holden D's Snuts. And you got the Honey Pot. Lady Space Violence.
From home.
They're all coming in at 8.
Yeah.
So you're tied for 6th. You got, oh shit, it's an ancient duel between Neil of Daft Pod and Henno from The Crazy Life and the Gotham Lights and any other podcast he wants to guest on.
Yeah.
Old childhood friends there, smacking each other in the face.
I like it a lot.
On the peaks of Dude Mountain.
Unlike us, where we almost couldn't be further apart.
Yeah, for sure.
It's the flip from last year, because, when I got to the top, you were kind of dropping last year.
That was horrible last year.
So it's all right.
Tied for 4th as we have our buddy Garrett, who's Randy of Mount Savage, and Jeff from Hobie, because he's Hobie McHobie Face.
Yeah, that's
tied for 2nd.
Right.
Mr. Jackal and our friend Dr. Feelgood. Dun 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 dun. Yeah. And then I'm up here at the peak. I got the flag embedded firmly in the snows. Number 1 is myself.
What?
It's pain,
what?
Jerry.
What? Two years in a row, Salty Language is going to dominate the Salty Language League.
Exactly.
Maybe. Well, it's only 2 weeks. Last year, it didn't look anywhere near in the beginning like it did at the end. You know, we swapped places so many times. I mean, might as well have been a key party the whole season. You know,
yeah, goddamn right. All I know is if I knew I was going to pick this well, I should have been putting money down, motherfucker.
Yeah, right. How many points did you get this week? 10?
10.
Yeah, and you got 11 last week?
Yeah.
You're on fire, dude. Seriously.
Fire!
You're this season's Henno's Dogs.
Yeah, for sure.
Remember how
I
good
do the
they
same
were?
thing. I put treats on the ground, whatever one I decide to eat first. So I pick.
All right, that makes sense. I could see you doing that. Yeah.
Exactly, right? It's working out so far.
Belle's sitting there looking at you like, what the hell are you doing? Why are you eating my duck titties?
Yeah, exactly. Those are mine.
You're like, hey, these ain't bad.
Man, crunchy. My teeth are clean. This is amazing.
Exactly. Oh, that's... So yeah, that's the standings for the Dude Mountain.
That's the standings. And I mean, we're only 3 weeks in by the time you listen to this.
True.
If you want to still join us, you can.
Yeah, seriously.
We're going to shit the bed eventually.
Yeah, and you still got a chance because, like, right now, I've only got, like, 12 points. If you have a 10-point week, you're 2 points behind me. You know, I mean, if I had a really shitty week. But, you know, you can climb. We had that last year. I started the season off toward the bottom. And, you know, much like Drake, you know, then I was at the top. So
starting at the bottom, now you're not quite
here.
at the bottom.
Yeah. I just haven't hit my groove yet. Remember I told you, like the Patriots, I shit the bed the first game, and now I'm going to get things straightened out.
It's how Stewart got his groove back on Dude Mountain.
Yep.
It's a good movie. We should make that.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
From this point on, I'm going to be like Arya Stark. With each person in the league is on my list.
Yes. Hilarious. Man, who taught him how to do these picks? No one.
Yeah. Right? A salty king has no face.
Exactly.
It's all right. So yeah, that's Dude Mountain.
Many face guys. It's all like mascot masks up on the wall.
Right? Let's see what we got next here. Oh yeah, cue the W time, I guess then.
Oh shit, son. Cue of the dub. So last week we did ask, what would Pennywise have to say to you to get you to go down there?
And we didn't mean oral sex, in case anybody wondered. But
oh my god, you imagine that wiry, bright red bush?
Do you think?
That'd be awful.
Do you think downstairs has teeth like upstairs?
Probably.
Oh, that's frightening. All
That's
right.
terrifying.
Right? Fair enough.
Fair enough.
All right, so
There's our pal Jared. He says, I have endless craft beer on tap and bottomless wings. Enough for me to make friends with the psycho demon clown.
fair enough.
There you go. Dev, he says, there are thousands of Persian whores and all the craft beers. You can be the untapped king. Right?
That's funny.
Our friend Matthew, he says, Point Break 1991 was a garbage heap of a movie. He's an easy sell, apparently.
I like that, yeah.
And then our friend Michelle, she says, he could say anything, and I would get weak in the knees and just fall into the sewer. Tim Curry is sexy in all forms. No need to persuade me.
Oh, my. All right. Tim Curry, if you're listening. No.
I know, right?
I'm sure he is.
Put on that red wig and get to work, son.
Fair enough.
And then Lady Space Violence of Jeannie of Hobie.
Right.
She said nothing. I already have what I want.
Oh, that's fair. All right.
Yeah, so Pennywise, right out. You're not getting my wife, you son of a bitch.
Yep. Haha, sucks to be him.
Exactly.
You know, he'd try because cheesecakes and such, but not going to happen. She's locked into Hobie. It's an ironclad contract.
It's true.
We thought we had good lawyers. Somehow they out-lawyered us on that one. So
I know, right?
What are you going to do, you know? Not the first time we've lost a correspondent to another podcast.
Exactly. I mean, don't make us start up another Moon Wars. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, speaking of quick update there, Graphic Novice put a new episode out. So,
I did see that.
Yeah, and
you see what happens if salty language gets involved?
Yep, things get done.
Things get
Oddly
done.
enough, we never get our own stuff done, but we...
well, that's very accurate.
We put foots in other people's asses.
Yeah, I saw that, and I gave it a listen, and it was good to hear the boys back doing it.
I haven't listened yet, but I definitely downloaded it to listen to. So, yeah, good to have you back, lads, if you listen.
Exactly. Despite the fact you're only one episode away from certain implosion and doom.
It's true. It's true.
Yeah.
That's all right. If you don't know who we're talking about, you can go check out an Enthusiast episode.
Yeah, we didn't. It wasn't that long ago, actually.
Yep. We had the lads from Graphic Novice on our podcast. Also, Tony and I have each been on their show, well, their B show, basically. We made it the A show, but, where we discussed a graphic novel. I talked about Alias, and you talked about From Hell, right?
From Hell, yes. And actually, it was Enthusiast number 41.
There you go.
For the kids at home.
Yep.
If you would like to check that out.
And you should, if you haven't.
We had both the boys on.
It was a really fun one because of the gimmick.
Well, yeah, definitely.
So we talk about Space Wars and all that kind of stuff. It's, we get it all out there. So, all right, you got any more?
No, that's all I got on my end.
All right, on Twitter, our pal Diggity, the one who sent the Tinder Finger link to us, he says Scarlett Johansson needs someone to watch Rick and Morty with. I can't fault that. That might get me down there too, because I like Rick and Morty a whole lot.
For sure.
And I guess she's not bad either, but whatever. I don't know. I think that's it from Twitter. I don't see any more. Again, if I miss yours by chance, I'm sorry. Thanks for submitting anyway. All right, let's go to the emails. Fluffy Bunny Ash says nothing. There's nothing it can tempt me with to get me in the fucking sewers. It's the fucking sewer. I don't want $1 billion the rats are using as a raft to float down the poo water on. Did you see the giant clog of condoms, hair, and fat that's clogging London sewers? I'm not getting in that.
I did see that. That is incredible.
I'm not getting in that shit for anything. My greatest desire is not going in the fucking sewer. Which I can't fault
hilarious.
that. Yeah. Her and Jeannie probably are the smartest people answering. So
is this very true?
Yeah. And let's see, we got one from Cheeto Bandito, which says nachos and beer might be my last meal, but damn, will it be tasty? That's a pretty easy.
Would be great if Pennywise had to make you nachos and beer.
Yeah.
And he makes like the fucking bombest nachos you've ever had.
Right. Like, worth it.
Like, man, who would have known the sewer clown makes these amazing nachos?
Yeah.
He opens up a nacho truck.
Yeah, I mean, he's like the Phantom of the Opera, he's just misunderstood and really underappreciated,
Definitely,
so,
yeah.
Yeah, it's a shame, All right,
it really is a shame.
That's what I got for last week.
Oh, beauty. I know I got. There you go.
You got a sound drop?
Oh, shit, I'm sorry.
Come on, man.
Dude, oh, no. No.
Oh, geez. Are we going without it this week? Ooh. Really low. That came in really low.
Good job.
God damn it. We're so good at this.
I know, right? That'll appease everybody.
Will it?
Probably.
Okay. Oh, jeez. Oh.
Is that better?
You're right. I'm refreshed now. All right.
Right?
Let's do this. What's the new question?
Well, the new question is, Brian, is... There you go.
Perfect.
Now the palate's been cleansed.
Good shit.
So this is one we talked about a long time ago, and I have it wrote down because I didn't really have one, but this one in my hand.
Mm-hmm.
So, what classic PC/video game has not been surpassed, not suppressed?
That's a tough one.
You know what I'm saying? So, like,
pretty much like what game has the, do you have the fondest spot in your heart for kind of a thing?
Yeah, like they made this game, and there's nothing going to get better than that game.
Yeah.
I don't care what sort of graphics you have. I don't care what sort of USB flashlight comes with your game. The original game, this game, is just the tits, as the kids say.
Man, the one that really jumps out at me is Mario Kart. Because it was so fun, and I've played so much of it. But then I was like, but the Nintendo 64 one was pretty good too, And
yeah, I'll say, because they kind of make Mario Kart
for every system, pretty much.
Yeah, and it's like, and I don't feel like they ever fuck it up.
No, and it's been good at least the versions I've played have all been good. So it's tough to really say that because but I guess you could really do that with any game because maybe Mortal Kombat is your game of choice. How many Mortal Kombats have there been?
Right.
They may not have the nostalgia of the original one, but they're probably better games somewhere along the line. Or like Street Fighter. Street Fighter 2 I think was better than Street Fighter, so. I don't know. That's a good question. Do you have one?
This is a toughie.
I mean, unless you go with like Tecmo Bowl or something.
I mean, this might be something that, people are going to be like, the fuck? Mm-hmm. But I really enjoyed Sid Meier's Pirates.
Oh, that's a good call.
There hasn't really been a game like it since that at least I know of.
Yeah, there's been close, but it's not quite. The ones I played haven't been as good. There was another Pirates game that kind of stole from that game, but it wasn't anywhere near as good.
But I mean, I would still play Sid Meier's Pirates.
I still have it for the original Xbox, but I can play it on my 360.
Right? Yeah, same here.
Yep. And I
haven't
never
played
got
it
rid
in a
of
long
it.
time.
Yep, I haven't either, but I still have it because I look at it every once in a while, going, "Man, I should throw that in." So that's a strong pick, man. Because honestly, the other game I was going to say, because of again how much I liked it, it hasn't been redone, and it provided hours and hours and hours of entertainment. Was Mutant League Hockey?
This is true.
There's no other game like that. Even Mutant League Football is not the same as Mutant League Hockey.
Mutant League Football was terrible, in my opinion.
Mutant League Hockey was amazing.
Yeah.
So, and honestly, like if that might be my pick because even now I'd probably be like if we were like, hey, you want to play some Mutant League Hockey? You and I would both be like, we're in.
Like duh.
Yeah. And because I was thinking of the other game. Probably for me might be like a Perfect Dark or something like that, because that game was so good and so fun at the time. It really, kind of changed how I played games and,
right.
It was really the first shooter I embraced like that. So I don't know, but yeah, I'm going to go with Mutant League Hockey just because of the nostalgia of it, if nothing else. And like I said, if they, if I had a way to play it there's emulators, but you know what I mean? If I had a way of playing it like on the Xbox or PS4 or something, I'd be totally all over that.
Well, and I think that it fits the theme of the question because there's never been a game that I can think of that's similar.
Yeah, there's better hockey games for sure.
Yeah.
There's games that are goofy and shit that have been really good, but the fact that was both,
Because, part of me wanted to go with, Wolfenstein 3D, because that was a game that got me into 3D shooters like that.
I was thinking that and Doom were kind of, on the same line for me.
But, the question is, hasn't been surpassed. And if you were like, hey, do you want to play Doom or do you want to play Wolfenstein? I'd be like, I'm playing Doom.
Yeah, exactly, right? Because it topped Wolfenstein. Yeah.
Yeah, it was way better.
Yep.
I mean, I enjoyed Wolfenstein, don't get me wrong.
Yeah,
but Doom,
exactly.
I would sit down and play Doom for hours.
Right. And the other game the one other game that probably jumped out at me was Dragon Warrior, the original Dragon Warrior. But there's tons of games that do the same thing, cause really it's like RPGs, like my favorite RPG of all time is probably Final Fantasy VII, cause I played that game so much, but I played Dragon Warrior, just a ridiculous amount of time,
Right.
So, there's a variety there, but I'm going to stick with Mutant League Hockey because I really think it fits, like you were saying, I think it fits the criteria the best of what we've just talked about. Because all those other games have been, there's been better RPGs for sure than Dragon Warrior. You know,
Right.
pretty much any Final Fantasy game is probably a better game than Dragon Warrior is.
Well, Skyrim.
Yeah, Skyrim, exactly. Yeah,
Yeah.
any of that kind of stuff. So it's, you know, I couldn't go that way. But again, since there's not really anything to compare Mutant League Hockey to, I think that's the pick. So,
Fair enough.
yep. Boom.
Booyah. So you heard the question. We want to know what classic video game has not been surpassed.
Show me what you got.
I should edit us over me. It'd be like, show me us. Or no, show me us when it works. Show us what you got. Like I said, I'm not even drinking.
You know, you could have said you were, though. So
it
people
would
would.
have been, yeah, it would have been fine.
Mm.
Well, because I was sitting there thinking, like, the past couple times we recorded, I've got like a cooler full of beer next to me.
Right.
I'm like, I should just have water this time.
Nah.
And I might as well have been drinking the way I've been talking. Holy crap.
Right.
Maybe I'm drunk on cornbread.
Yeah, maybe that grainy texture is what got you.
Yeah, it's that sandiness.
You had sandiness, and what you needed was saltiness.
Oh, shit.
There's the mistake.
There is the mistake.
All right. Well, I guess
Could have been the
that's...
play sand I added to the recipe.
Ooh, that's always a good call, though.
Yeah,
At least it wasn't
I'm
cat
a quarter
litter.
cup shy of cornmeal. Let me get that play sand.
I was thinking cat litter, but yeah, play sand.
Fresh steps. It's all crunchy and it
Yeah.
smells good.
Yeah. Wow. This
Like you bite into it and it smells good all of a sudden.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
tastes terrible, but smells
Yeah,
great.
it tastes terrible. It smells like flowers.
Yeah.
Yeah, why does it smell like flowers and cat turds? Well, I didn't have any clean fresh steps.
Yeah, what are you gonna do? Well, look, I scooped it first.
Yeah.
I used the sifter.
Yeah. I was like panning for turds.
Yeah. Terrible.
Yeah.
All right, well, that's it. I got nothing else. You got anything else?
Ah, bad.
All right, well, let's wrap her up then.
Yeah.
As always, we, ask you to go to saltylanguage.com, or if you need any links for us, go to saltylanguage.com, because everything's on there.
Thing.
Yep. All of our social media, whatnot. You can see the networks we're part of, like the Tangent Bound Network, the Geek Life Radio playlist.
Of course.
Entertainment. You can check out podcasts over on those fine networks and see if there's anything that tickles your fancies. And also, if you want to help the show out, there's various ways you can do so. The first one is on our website. There's a link to Patreon, where we've been putting up content. Well, Tony's been putting up content.
As
like-
regular as I can.
just about every week, but we did miss a week here.
Yeah. Hey,
But-
sometimes it happens.
Yeah. And you can get in on that for, small donations or whatever, but you can donate anything to maybe help us out, anywhere from $1 to whatever you want. And, it would really help us out. Or if you're going to go to patreon.com/saltylanguage, that, if you don't want to go through our site, jerks.
I mean, you should.
Yeah, you should.
I assume our site's everyone's homepage.
Yeah, exactly. Also, if you're going to be doing any shopping on Amazon, please go to our site, click on the Amazon banner. It'll take you right to Amazon. Doesn't cost you anything extra, and they chip us off a little taste. So,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And then, of course, if you're on iTunes, please rate, review, and subscribe if you haven't already. We really appreciate that because that helps us get, it raises us in like the rankings or whatever. I don't know. It's supposed to help with us being found easier or something. I don't know.
Rumor has it.
Yeah. And, what am I forgetting? Oh, if you're using, Stitcher or another app, please use the like and share options because, for the same reason. And,
Once again, don't be a jerk.
right. Or, another way you could help us out is to, retweet our episode links or, share them on the Facebooks or wherever you see our posts. Cause, we're going to be posting in a couple other places here soon and whatever. But again, all the links to all of our social media is on the website. But, the best way to hit us up is on Twitter at salty_language. You can find me at Stunami.
You can find me at Monotony. Also, you can find, well, you won't see it by the time this gets posted. If you want to see Brian's pizza face shooting fireballs, hit up salty_language on Snapchat.
Yep. And you can find me at Ninjitsu on Snapchat. And I've been posting more.
Yeah, goddamn right he has.
Not a lot more, but a little bit more.
Hey, you know.
Yeah.
One more is one more
like
or something.
If you were following me, you Tuesday would have got to see my double bourbon.
This is true. I was thirsty.
I was too. It was fantastic. What else is there? Is there any other social media? I can't think of it.
We're on all the social media. But the links are all can be found at saltylanguage.com.
Truth.
Just saying.
And yeah, I guess until next week, have a beer, you'll be fine.
Oh man, stay so salty.
And you know, if you see us outside your house, you know, just be cool. Be cool.
Exactly.